This whole week was a roller coaster ride for the Galaxy Watch 8 Classic. There was a mixed bag of opinions about the Watch 8 Classic and some battery stuff. By the way, if you're up for buying the Watch 8 Classic, this is the time. Pre-orders are live with some offers which you can avail from a prior listed in this video and a pinned comment. Now, we started receiving some real information about the response on Galaxy Watch 8 Classic. Although the Watch 8 Classic looks quite thick compared to previous Classic version, still it holds better on your wrist. Obviously, I would prefer the circle design, but for us to get a better durability, the spherical design is still a good choice. At first, when I saw Galaxy Watch 8 Classic at the first time of launch and even before the launch, I had a different opinion on this. I thought Samsung did a big mistake of going with such a design, and they should offer circle design or complete square design just like Apple did with the Apple Watch Ultra. But this design is there for a reason, and I respect that. Now, the main highlight of Galaxy Watch 8 Classic is one thing, which is the rotating bezel. Samsung opted a same design as Ultra but added a rotating bezels on top of it. The internals are almost same as Watch 8 Classic. The durability, however, will be slightly compromised with the moving parts, but still it looks sturdy and durable. Also, the battery size is something I want to talk about compared to the Watch Ultra in a moment. By the way, if you're up for buying the Watch 8 Classic, this is the time. Pre-orders are live with some offers which you can avail from a prior listed in this video and a pinned comment. The display, however, holds you outside with a 3000 nits of peak brightness, similar to the Galaxy Watch Ultra. But there is one thing which I am a little bit confused. Samsung added a smaller display on Watch 8 Classic compared to the 44mm Watch 8 and even smaller than the 47mm Watch Ultra. The display size is 1.34 inches, smallest yet the size is 46mm. This is something people should look around if you're for a rotating bezel. Yes, this display size is smaller compared to the Watch 6 Classic bigger version. Now let's look at the battery life of the Galaxy Watch 8 Classic. Samsung did a wonderful job last year with the Galaxy Watch Ultra with the battery life. They gave us one of the biggest batteries similar to the Watch 5 Pro, but Watch 8 Classic saw a much smaller battery compared to the Watch Ultra. And this is the only thing which Watch Ultra do better compared to the Watch 8 Classic. Samsung gave us 445mAh battery on the Watch 8 Classic. Yes, similar to the Watch 6 Classic, which was at 425mAh, but Watch Ultra has a 590mAh. So a clear and a massive difference. Now, Samsung claim numbers are interesting. With always on display turned on, expect to get a 30 hours of battery life, and without always on display, you can get a 40 hours of battery life. Exact same as the Watch 6 Classic. This means if you use your watch more in a day, you need to charge your watch every single day. This watch cannot go for 2 full days. Yes, if you do some tweaks for power saving, that is a whole another story. Now, Watch 8 Classic is still in pre-order phase and no one is bothered to talk about the battery life. But I've got some fast user experience where he used a watch for a full day and a half, still left with 84% of the charge. A YouTuber who actually shared these numbers. Now, these are some initial phase numbers, and this means either the watch was barely used because we cannot get this much of battery life even out of the Galaxy Watch Ultra. So if you're planning to get the Watch 8 Classic, I would suggest look around if you need a bigger battery, or you can charge your watch every single day to access every feature of a watch including sleep detection. Now, some people in my comments suggested you can get a 2 days of a battery life on the Galaxy Watch 8 Classic. How? They said turn everything off except some health features. Then what is the point of having a smartwatch when you need to turn off all the other features? So yes, there are some cases you can stretch it to 2 days, but no more than that. 1 day of a battery life is actually a reasonable battery with all the features enabled. Now let's look at the Watch Ultra and Watch 8 Classic internal differences. Samsung is finally increasing the storage option on 2 watches. Galaxy Watch 8 Classic and Watch Ultra 2nd generation will going to get a 64 gigs of internal storage from 32 gigs, while the base model Watch 8 will stick with the same 32 gigs. Even more important, the size of the watch. If you got a smaller wrist, you should have to go with the base model with the 40mm or 44mm, while the Galaxy Watch 8 Classic will going to come with the 46mm and the Watch Ultra 2025 will come with the 47mm dial. That makes it one of the biggest ones in the series. Also, if you notice or not, the display size is different. Watch 8 Classic will get a smaller display compared to the Watch Ultra. Also, all 3 watches will going to use the last year Exynos W1000 processor. If you're conscious about the health features, all watches shares the same set of features. There's just one thing which you guys would suffer if you go with the Watch 8 Classic than the Watch Ultra. By the way, if you're for buying the Watch It Classic, this is the time. Pre-orders are live with some offers which you can avail from a prior listed in this video in a pinned comment. On this note, if you find value from this video, then give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you next time. Till then, peace out.